John Bel Edwards made history this evening. He is the first governor to apologize on behalf of the state for the deaths of two Southern University students in 1972.
NBC Local 33's Anam Siddiqui was there during this emotional moment. She's live in studio with those details. Anam, good evening.
Good evening, Renee and Jacob. Like you said, it was a really touching night for the family members who lost their loved ones and those who were there the day of the protest. I spoke with Denver Smith's nephew. He says the family is seeking restorative justice.
I think it's emotional. It's been an emotional day.
Denver Terrace's uncle, Denver Smith, was just 20 years old when he was killed alongside Leonard Brown. 50 years later, on his uncle's death anniversary, Terrence says the pain is still there.
The opportunity that we had for justice 40, 50 years ago has passed, but there's still an opportunity for restorative justice, and I think that's something that we need to work towards.
Governor John Bel Edwards is the first governor to publicly apologize for the tragedy.
I think it's all very powerful. Again, we can all learn from it and never go back to those days again here in Louisiana or anywhere else in our country.
LSU journalism professor Christopher Drew leads the Cold Case Project on campus. Records show Smith and Brown were killed after tear gas was used by law enforcement. They have narrowed down the shooter to 3 deputies, but 5 decades later, no one has been charged with pulling the trigger.
And they really ended up with 2 or 3 who were the lead suspects, but they never could get enough proof that they could say this is the one who did it. I never dreamed it would quite end up to the point where the governor would come and apologize on behalf of the state.
For family, they promise to continue their advocacy.
We are doing the work that we can within ourselves, and that's to keep his name alive and also to raise funds for young scholars and allow them to complete their dream, which is something that my uncle and Mr. Brown wasn't able to do.
And Governor Edwards also signed a proclamation formalizing the apology. He also talked about the injustices that followed the protest. Anam Siddiqui, NBC Local 33 News.